Hey you, welcome back to a brand new review. This one is the Pagani design PD-1718 UGS, and it is of course the BlackBay Chrono Homage. I just going to say off the bat straight away, I absolutely love this watch. So we're just going to dive in with some specifications for you. So we have a 40mm case, we have a 20mm lug width, we have a 45mm lug to lug. We have a height of 12 millimeters, 100 meters water resistant, which is perfect for swimming, snorkeling and everyday use, just not scuba diving. It has a sapphire crystal with AR coating. It has loomed hands and indices which are applied. It is made of 316L stainless steel. It has a ceramic bezel insert. It has solid links, solid end links, screw in, not push-ins. We have a milled clasp with micro adjust and divers extensions, which I will show you shortly. We have a screw down crown at the 3 o'clock, and we also have screw down turrets on the pushers, which obviously adds to the water resistance. Also, the case back is also a screw down as well. We have a movement of the Seiko VK63 or 64 Mecha Quartz movement with a accuracy of +1/-1 seconds per day. Yes, I paid £85 UK for this beautiful watch. Let's have a look. Let's have a little bit of a close-up. I have to say right off, I really like this watch. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for the Tudor, the BlackBay, and when Tudor released these watches, which this one obviously is a homage of, and I really liked them. But you know, I'm a family man, and you know, I'm not rich as such. You know, I haven't got like millions in the bank or thousands, unfortunately. But you know, I still really do appreciate nice looking, high quality watches, and when I can, and when the kids don't rob my bank account, I like to splash out and treat myself when I get the chance. And sometimes I also look at things where I can save money, and in this case, here it is. Again, absolutely fantastic specifications in this watch from Pagani Design. A very popular watch as well. And as soon as I seen it, I just had to get it. Now, disclaimer, I also had to order the black one, which haven't arrived yet, but that will be coming very shortly. So, as we can see here, you are looking for a sapphire crystal with an AR coating. You have nicely applied indices. You have loom, which is applied to the indices and the hands, and I will show you a loom shot towards the end of this review. You have a ceramic bezel, which is a fixed bezel, obviously on this type of watch. You have nice horizontal brushing, and then you have nice sort of polished edges of the case. You have a signed crown, which is a really nice size crown as well. And just like the what the watch homages as, it is a screw down crown with no crown guards. The turrets screw down as well. Everything works really smoothly and really nice. You do have a 20mm lug width, so this is a 20mm bracelet. The bracelet is all brushed, okay, apart from the end links, you know, the ends of the links. These are obviously polished, okay. Nice height on this watch, and of course you do have a box sapphire crystal as well, which gives it a little bit more height. And like I said, it measures at 12 millimeters, and that's including the crystal. So it's kind of like an automatic thickness, even though it's only a Mecha Quartz. Lug to lug, you know, it's what did I say it was? I think it was 45 lug to lug, if I remember. So yeah, so you know, it's gonna wear really nicely on the wrist. Okay. There you go. You got that screw down case back. Pagani design, UGS PD-1718. UGS, by the way, stands for Upgraded Grand Series, for those who don't know. Stainless steel, 100 meters of water resistance. I have had the case back off and I looked at the movement, and the reason why I said VK63 or 64 is because in some reviews that I've looked at, they said it's a VK63. So I was curious and I wanted to have a look at the movement. It is in fact a Seiko VK64 Mecha Quartz movement. Okay, so that is the movement they use in these chronographs. Now this one in particular has no date window, even though there is a ghost position for a date. So they could have actually put a date window at, say, the 6 o'clock, you know, if you catch my drift. But they didn't. But, you know, it's nice. It's a nice, clean-looking chronograph. In fact, it's one of the cleanest chronographs that I've come across. I really, really do like the way it looks. I really like the snowflake hands, the snowflake indices, the indices that are really nicely applied rather than printed. And the chronograph obviously works faultlessly. You have a nice milled clasp. I've wore this watch a few times already, so it's not going to be brand new looking. If you like, I have tried to clean it up a little bit, but I do wear this watch quite often because I just do really, really like it. Now on this bracelet, there's not a great deal of play on the links, which is good. I like it. And again, you get the solid end links as well. The clasp, you get only 3 micro adjust, so maybe that's a downer. But again, it is a milled clasp. You do get a diver's extension, which I found was a little bit odd because it's not really a dive watch. At 100 meters, it's definitely not. Now, this is probably the downside, is the diver's extension is it's pressed, isn't it? It's not a milled one. But, you know, nonetheless, it's there and it's clicks in really firmly and strongly, so no dramas there at all. To be honest, I think Pagani Design could have just left that out on this watch. It didn't really need to be there. And, you know, I wish that they maybe added maybe another micro adjust, maybe a couple more. But no, I really, really like it. It's a rivet style bracelet, but it's not actually a true rivet bracelet, okay? They are just screws. Which is easy, and you know what, it's much easier just to do the one screw rather than with the rivet style bracelets. If you know what a real one's like, it is an absolute pain, so I'm actually glad that it wasn't like that. You got the subdials here either side, which are really, really nicely done. Everything lines up, as you can see, and that is obviously the important thing right there. I do like the second, well, not the second hand technically. I do like the chronograph. I can't think what it's bloody called now. You know what I'm saying. This with the red tip on the end, you know, the second hand, which counts the seconds as the chronograph feature. Okay, I do like the red tip on the end. I think that's a really nice touch, and the UGS as well in red. I think that just gives it a really nice sort of look. Really, really cool. I'm gonna do a loom shot for you quickly, as I'm just babbling on again. I will do a comparison with one of my San Martins just to see what it's actually like, because the loom on this one isn't actually bad, to be honest. In fact, it's really nice, and it does last a lot longer than the Daytona Homage that I did earlier in my other reviews. This is more heavily applied, and it's again nicely done. So let's just do a quick comparison review. I'm going to get one of my San Martin watches. The reason why I use the San Martin watches for this purpose is because I haven't actually got a Seiko, because I know the loom on the Seikos are really good, but I haven't got one to hand right now, so it's going to have to be these. Okay, I'm just going to give the Pagani Design a bit more charge with my trusty torch, just to show you next to each other. Bit light in here, so this is going to be a bit hard to do. I will try my hardest though. Okay, so as you can see, both really, really nice. Now, of course, San Martin uses a C3 Super Loom. This is just a standard C3 loom, okay? So eventually you will find that the San Martins will last a little longer than Pagani design, but still it is really, really nicely applied. It's evenly applied, and it does look really cool. I really do like it. So that's out the way. This watch, really, really like it. Highly recommend. And like I said, I like this one so much that I had to go and get the black one as well. So I'm just waiting for that one to arrive. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this review, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. The more support I get from you guys, the better it is, and the more watches I can bring for you, so you can see these reviews. I try to be honest for all of them, and if I did find anything on the watches that I didn't like, or something that I'm not too happy with, I will of course share that information with you, because it's obviously really, really important, and I don't want you going out there wasting your hard-earned money on something that turns out to be an absolute yes. Anyway, take care. I'll see you in the next review. Bye bye for now.